Good afternoon, Mr. Claywell.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ham. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing very well. Doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a good time since the last time we spoke, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no more zombie attacks.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, we actually made it through one of those missions. I'm a fully fledged pirate now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ahoy, avast. Furl the mainsails and all that.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that one.
There's another game came out called Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
And you're a pirate in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so a lot of people are knocking it, saying that there's no content because, you know, there's only so many missions you can do and all that stuff. And I get it, but it's just fun. It's a really fun little game just to kick back, play with your buddies, kill a couple of hours, whatever.
So do you start off like swabbing the decks and work your way up?
No. That's one of the things a lot of people have a problem with the game. There's really no progression system. What you start the game is what you'll ever be in the game. Now you can get different cosmetic items.
Okay.
So you can have like a different hat or a different eye patch, or your weapon looks different. It doesn't perform any differently.
It just looks different.
It just looks different. You've got your choice between a cutlass, a flintlock 2-shot pistol.
Yeah.
A blunderbuss.
Yeah.
Or I forget what they call it, but it's basically like their version of a musket.
Okay.
With a scope.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. It's really neat. And there's like all these emotes you can do, and your guy can play the accordion, or you can play the hurdy-gurdy.
The hurdy-gurdy?
The hurdy-gurdy.
Okay, so what is the hurdy-gurdy?
I don't really know what it's. So you only really see it from your perspective. So it's got like a hand crank, like an organ grinder crank kind of thing. And it makes, that's like a bellows, I guess, because it's like a wind instrument kind of a thing.
Okay.
And it makes it, the guy played, like you can see his hand moving like he's playing like a piano or something.
Like a keyboard type.
Yeah. And the cool thing about the music is there's only, I don't know, 5 or 6 different songs that you can play, and they just cycle. Like you don't get to pick which one you're going to play.
Right.
It just
picks one for you.
It picks one. And then when you stop and start again, it'll play the next one. But the really cool thing is when I start playing a song, if you pull out your instrument and start playing, you will join right in where I'm at in the song.
That is very cool.
So yeah, so you can have a bunch of different people all playing, and like you can dance, and like they'll dance to the music.
That's so cool.
So
dude.
yeah, it's like there's all this really cool. It's just a fun game to waste some time with. It's not like a big,
So that puts me in mind of something that my brother-in-law or my brother and sister-in-law actually bought for Penelope back at Christmas. They bought her this thing called a beat bug, and I don't know if we've said anything about it before, but these things called beat bugs are it's this little plush toy that's about it's probably a foot and a half tall, and the one that she got is this, like, he looks kind of like a slug. He's blue, and the reason that Rachel bought this for Penelope is she's like, I found a caterpillar that sings Beatles songs, and I was like, oh, what?
Okay.
So anyway, so she brings this thing down, and I was like, okay, this is one of the coolest toys I've ever seen, because you just push the button on its hand and it starts singing Beatles songs, and I'm like, I love this.
Nice.
So I didn't see the package that it had come in. It actually had already like disassembled everything, brought it in the house. And when I went outside and saw the package in like the in the garage where the trash is getting ready to go out, there is an entire there's a show that goes along with this thing, and it's on Netflix called Beat Bugs.
Oh, okay, okay.
And this thing is completely interactive with the show.
So it's kind of like the old Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes,
sort of. I mean, similar.
Right. But okay, so like whenever I saw this thing on Netflix, I was like, okay, well, I'll check it out. So I clicked it on it, and I was like, okay, so these are all characters, and you can buy this whole series of them.
Right.
So I'm sitting here with this thing sitting beside me, little Penelope watching Beat Bugs, and suddenly, like, I think it was on the episode that we were watching, the main song was Help. So Help started playing. Mm-hmm. The things beside me started singing along with it, like in sync.
Right.
It listens to the audio and then it sings its part. If you have the entire series, they all sing their parts.
Oh, very nice.
It is so cool. Yeah, very, very, very awesome little toy. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
That's really cool. Where were things like that when I was a kid?
I don't know.
I mean, we had Teddy Ruxpin, but then he turned into Demon Monster Teddy Bear when his battery started dying.
Absolutely. And if you put something like Ozzy in there or Metallica, dude.
I never did that.
I did.
I never did that.
His mouth still moves, and it looks just like Teddy Ruxpin singing like, I don't know, Crazy Train and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Nice. I just remember listening to the Teddy Ruxpin books and reading along with it, and then all of a sudden Teddy was like, and then I went to the store.
And that's it.
Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, Teddy's possessed.
Have you seen the new Teddy Ruxpin? The one that's back on the market now?
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
You need to look up a picture sometime.
Yeah.
This thing is what nightmares are made of. I'm just telling you. The eyes now are LED, or they're like digital.
Oh my God.
So you have this plush figure with these big, like bright blue demon looking eyes.
So it's like the things from Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's absolutely something like that. It is insane.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So what else has happened? Anything besides becoming a pirate? I mean,
no, that's it. So something funny has been happening recently though.
Oh yeah,
and it just reminded me. Like I'm paraphrasing an old joke here, but it reminded me of the old joke. So the other day I was walking in the house and my girlfriend was like, "Hey, why? I don't have a girlfriend. It's a joke." So my girlfriend was like, "Why are you carrying a pistol on you?" And I was like, "It's for when the machines take over. That way I can defend myself."
Okay.
And my girlfriend laughed, and I laughed, and Alexa laughed. I shot Alexa. So
oh my goodness.
So have you heard about this though?
No, I've not heard about
apparently,
this.
And I'm sorry for saying the A word. I don't mean to trigger anybody's digital assistants. If you have an Echo device, apparently there was a bug a little while back, a couple of weeks ago, that she would just laugh.
Just randomly
laugh, and nobody knew why. And it wasn't always like a ha 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 laugh. Sometimes it was more of a
maniacal
kind of a laugh.
That's creepy.
And then some people even said they heard little kids laughing.
Oh my gosh. Someone's hacked the system, haven't they?
Well, no, they added. So, they're always adding new skills for this digital assistant. And one of the skills they added was you could say, assistant, laugh.
And
she would. And she would. The problem was that was such a short command that it was mishearing
a lot.
Other things.
Yes.
And it would but people weren't connecting it because sometimes, like right now, mine, I have the mic muted on mine.
Right.
Because occasionally when you're speaking normal conversation, and even when you don't say the wake word, whatever you have it programmed to, because there are a few different options you can have.
True.
But sometimes she will just wake up, and even when you're not saying her name.
Right.
And she'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that." And you're like, "I wasn't talking to you."
I do believe that happened in our first episode.
Yeah.
About what, 3/4 of the way in, we said something, and then she was like, "Oh, I didn't catch that."
Yeah.
And we both were like, Where did that come from?
Yeah. So now she's muted. She doesn't get to hear anything we're saying while we're recording. But yes, that's what was happening according to Amazon.
Yes.
Was that people were accidentally triggering. So it still has that skill, but now the command to trigger that skill is a longer phrase.
So that way it must recognize, or
you have
get a little closer to recognizing.
You have to be intentional to get it to do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I just thought that was hilarious. And the old joke, by the way, is based off Transformers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So the original joke was I'm carrying it so when the Transformers attack.
Yeah.
And then my wife laughed and I laughed and the toaster laughed.
And the toaster laughed. I shot the toaster.
I shot the toaster. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good. So I have been messing around with the one that I have at the house, and mine is not the Amazon, it's the Google.
Right.
And so we have been using it occasionally to sing to Penelope, and we're asking it to sing like nursery rhymes and things like that. And I found out the other day that it changes Rockabye Baby.
Okay.
So
the baby doesn't fall?
So the baby doesn't fall.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. At the very end, that last phrase, and, down will come, baby, cradle and all. She goes, but in my version, the baby, or a baby doesn't, no one gets harmed, I think is what she says. In my version, no one gets harmed. And I was like, what? Sing it again. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool.
So your digital assistant is trying to prevent sloth from the Goonies.
She's trying,
right?
But yeah,
because in
he
the
got
movie,
dropped like maybe once or twice.
She sings him "Rockabye Baby," and then
yeah.
Yeah.
Poor sloth. Poor sloth.
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth. Baby.
God, that's such a good movie,
isn't it? Though.
Yeah.
So. Aside from that, I guess this past week has been, aside from busy, I mean, it's been crazy busy. Of course, getting closer to the end of the school year, wrapping things up like that. We had a couple of events that took place at school. One of them being our Living History Museum, the first one ever that we've done at school. Went off without a hitch, I got to say. It was really good.
Awesome. Kids
did so well. We've got a couple of events that are coming up here, this week, and then the following week is spring break.
Right.
That's when I'm hoping to break ground. I don't know that we will.
If it's not snowing again.
If it's not snowing again, absolutely.
Because home nature, you're drunk.
I'm telling you what, man, nature has been crazy the last couple weeks. Like, I did not expect to be out of school for 2 days. Well, I guess it was last week, wasn't it? Monday and Wednesday.
Well, it was snowed crazy. Both days, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm just glad that we're hopefully getting to. I'm seeing that there's like 60s and 65 degree weather that's in the 10-day.
Yeah, as long as it'll just stay there.
That's what we just need to, let it get stuck there. Hold your face in that position long enough for it to stick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for anyway, because I really am looking forward to getting back out on the bicycle.
Hey, I'm looking forward to just getting out.
Yeah.
My God. I did notice your lawn, like, whenever I walk in. It looks good.
Thank you. I hated to do it.
I need to do it. But I mean, it's been snowing.
Yeah, they were like snow, 60 degrees, snow, rain, and I was like, okay, I've got 1 day to get my yard mowed.
And like you say, it needs to be done. Mine is like right now. I cannot let Penelope go outside because I lose her because that's how tall the grass is.
Yeah, I understand.
Occasionally it's covered completely in snow now, so it's insane.
Yeah. I wouldn't have mowed mine, but the unfortunate part was it like parts of it are still half dead, and then parts of it are like 1.5 feet tall.
Right.
So I couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
It just looked like
I just look outside now and I cringe.
Guy's beard or something. Yeah.
All right. So this week we're going to talk a little bit about, I guess you would say, some of the vices and things that we've had in our lives. In doing so, I think when we talk about vices, I think everyone has a couple. Some people have more than others. If anyone out there doesn't have a vice, I want to know who you are. Please message us and let us know how you have escaped all of this. But we're going to share a few of ours today.
And I think a few people have vices that hurt them
more than others.
Hit them a little harder than other people.
They do. And I feel, I guess, blessed, lucky. I don't know that I can necessarily say that I had foresight, but at least the vices that I've had have not been the most horrid things.
Right. I get you.
Like illicit drugs and things like that.
Yeah.
Never had that issue.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that that I've turned to has not necessarily been the greatest. And I think one that you and I both can share.
Mm-hmm.
For years, myself, for right at 10 years, I was throwing money in that endless, bottomless pit of the tobacco industry, cigarettes.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, I think I was a little closer to probably 20 years, but yeah.
Yeah, I did I started smoking pretty much whenever I was 16. And when I hit, I think it was 2004, sometime in June or July 2004, finally was done. But I mean, there were peaks there where I was at like between 2 and 3 packs a day. That was way up there.
Wow,
especially through college.
I don't think I ever got that high.
Yeah,
I would occasionally break over a pack a day. But I was an average of probably about a pack a day smoker.
Yeah. I was as well. That was the norm. Like I said, through the college years, I got way up there. Came back down off of that though, and once I started going to like a regular job, it became more like about a pack, sometimes a little less. But typically, it was you crack that pack open that night, you buy the next one for the next day.
Yeah.
So, and I can't even imagine today with the prices of cigarettes now. I mean, I see the prices and they're like $4 and $5, $6 a pack, something like that. Oh my God. I thought it was terrible when I was paying $2 and a quarter.
Well, that's when I quit.
That's when you quit. It was right around the $2 a pack. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, it was insane. So I've got to ask, when you started smoking, so what was your go-to? What was the brand? What was your preference?
So I started smoking when I was like 13.
Okay.
12, 13 years old.
You just like swiping one from people every now and then?
Yeah. So my preference was whatever I could get my hands on at the time. And typically it was where people had just lit one up out of the car and were walking into a store. They just knock it, stub it out.
Oh yeah. You had the store that you guys were at.
So I would grab, gross, I know, but a junkie's a junkie, people. I would grab a butt out of the ashtray and smoke that. There was a while there where I was smoking filterless.
Right.
Because nobody would buy them.
Yep.
And there was a place I could buy them, even though I was 13.
I heard that.
Because they couldn't get rid of them.
So they were just like, yeah, here.
Yeah. So I smoked Chesterfields and Camel non-filters for a while.
Wow. Chesterfields. Wow. I hadn't heard that name in a while.
Right. Now, when I got old enough that I could get my own cigarettes, I was a Marlboro man.
Were you?
Through and through. Marlboro all the way through.
Yeah. So I started off kind of like you. Every now and then I'd swipe one from a neighbor. Mom or dad, they didn't smoke, so I couldn't get anything from them. But the neighbors on both sides of me did.
Right.
On one side, you had the Marlboros. On the other side, you had Cools. And dude, if you could get a hold of a Cool, man, that was the thing, man. It was like a little air conditioner. So that was where I started. Every now and then I'd grab one of those. But whenever I hit 16, I was able to purchase. And like you, I went to the non-filter stuff. I started on Camel non-filters.
I have a friend of mine that smoked Camels.
Yeah, they typically, like you say, they always had them in stock because no one would ever buy them. Mm-hmm. And that was kind of my go-to for at least a good year and a half there.
Well, I mean, and come on, they had Joe Camel.
Exactly, and I was getting the Camel bucks and all that kind of stuff. When I finally stopped smoking Camels, I started buying Velvet and Drum and rolling my own cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
And you can't even buy Velvet now. I don't even know that it's still around. Even the little cans now, if you find them places, they're expensive just to get the little tin can that it used to come in. But Drum and Velvet, I would smoke every now and then. Colin would always get Bugler. But now we never did like the King Edward or Prince Albert or any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, we didn't buy any of that stuff because it was typically higher. It was more expensive.
Well, and you couldn't. Call a store and ask them if they got Prince Albert in a can, and they hang up on you.
Pretty much. I
never understood it.
We would always walk out to the country store there from Dave's house, and they always kept a pretty good variety of everything in there. And then, of course, if you just wanted something that tasted really good, it was some sort of a cigar. I loved Backwoods, the blacks. Yeah. Those things were like chocolate. Man, those were so good. Finally when I switched over, because when I hit 18, that was the year that they switched the law to where you had to be 18 to purchase cigarettes. You remember that was that switch?
Yeah.
So that was 98. That when that law went into effect, like I had just like slid right under and 18, I switched over to smoking Marlboros, and typically it was I started with Marlboro Reds, then started smoking Marlboro Lights.
Same.
Yep. And that's what I smoked pretty much from that point on. Occasionally, I would get like where you would find those bundle packs where there was one that was I want to say it was a blue pack, and it was like I think they were called Marlboro Milds. They were just kind of like the off Marlboro, and you could get like 3 packs for $2 or something. Like they were dirt cheap.
I don't remember those.
So, but anyway, I'd buy those every now and then if I was broke or whatever. But typically, it was Marlboro Lights in the box. Yeah, I wanted the flip top box.
Yeah, I had to get the box because I was clumsy and I would break my cigarettes if they were in a soft pack.
Yep.
And I started on Reds, switched over to Lights, and then I started working at a factory. And I don't know why, but when I worked at the factory, I hung out with the black people.
Yeah,
that worked there.
Yeah,
they're
cool.
Nicer to me than most of the other people that worked there.
Right.
And I hung out with them. And for those, and I don't mean to be stereotypical or racist or anything like that. Black people smoke menthols.
They like them. I mean, they're good.
And so when I started hanging out with them.
Cools and Newports.
Newport.
Yeah.
Oh, no Cools.
No Cools, just Newports?
Newports. And if I wanted to bum a cigarette or if they wanted to bum a cigarette, like I smoked Lights, they smoked Newport. So I just switched over and started smoking menthols.
Right.
And then I smoked Newports for a long time. And then I got off Newports and started smoking cloves.
Oh, yeah.
Blacks, Dijon Blacks.
Yeah.
I smoked those for a long time.
I had a couple of packs of those. I couldn't smoke much of those because
I'd smoke a pack. I'd smoke a pack a day.
Those things, they burned my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. That clove oil.
Yeah.
Numb you up and make your mouth feel weird.
Yeah, it really did.
But I smoked a pack of those a day. Like whatever it was, I was a pack a day smoker.
I heard that. And those things were not cheap. Even back in the day, they were like $3 to $4 a pack.
Yeah, they were like, Marlboros were like 2 something. They were like 3 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever do any of I guess you'd say designer cigarettes? Like there was one brand that you would go to like smoke shops and find. It was called Fantasia. They were cocktail cigarettes is what they called them. The makeup of the cigarette, they were all different colors for one. So like you had like 4 pink, you had 4 yellow, 4 red, 4 blue, 4 green. And the makeup of the cigarette, you had just, the I guess where the tobacco is, the filter itself was in 3 parts. You had a pre-filter, then you had a charcoal filter in between the final filter. And their claim was that you could put one out, pick it up a week later, and it was just as fresh as it was when you lit it the first time. They were good, but they were expensive. I mean, we're talking $6, $7 a pack. So you didn't buy them just to smoke a lot. Right. Girl that I knew in college would buy them every now and then. And I always bummed one of those from her, because heck, I was in college. I couldn't afford $6 or $7 pack of cigarettes. I was buying Dourals whenever I was in college, Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, they were interesting and they were good. They were very smooth cigarette, and they did the whole. Like I actually tried the whole thing, put it out and pick it up. Not a week later, it was the next day, and it wasn't like picking up a lit cigarette and smoking it. It was actually still fresh.
Oh yeah, because they're disgusting.
Yeah,
after
terrible.
they've been put out.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. I've never heard of those. The off cool brand when I was in college.
Yeah.
Was American Spirit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With like the little Native American guy with the full feather headdress on it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. They came in like a yellow pack and a turquoise pack. And yeah, I remember those things.
Yeah. And we smoked the American Spirit menthols.
Yes. I do recall those. I wonder if they're still made.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. You can still get them.
There was one also that was an herbal cigarette that had like a butterfly on the front of it.
Those things were so gross.
Do you remember those things?
Yes,
yeah,
they were so
they
nasty.
were not good. But I remember those as well. But I don't think I ever bought those.
Me and a buddy of mine in high school, he liked them, and he would buy a pack of them on the regular, not every day, but maybe once a week or something. And I wouldn't pay attention, and I would bum that was my buddy that would smoke Camels, filters, and I would occasionally bum a smoke off him every once in a while, and he'd hand me one of them things, and I'd light it up and be like,
like smoking oregano or something. Huh?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not going to waste it,
right?
So I'd smoke it, but God, it was so gross. I didn't like those things much.
So, question then, because it's been a while since either one of us have smoked, right?
Oh yeah.
How did you quit? What did you do to finally kick the habit.
So in my life, 2 times I've quit.
Right.
And both times did the same way. Just somebody offered me a lot of money to quit.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And I quit.
I heard that. Both times?
Both times.
Wow.
Yeah. One time my grandma offered me $150, 75 to quit initially and 75 after a month.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't want to quit smoking, but I'll quit to get your money. And she was like, if you quit for a month, you won't start again. I quit. She gave me the $75. A month later, I still hadn't smoked. She gave me the other $75. I went and bought a carton of cigarettes.
Wow. Heard that.
The next time I quit, I wanted to quit. They were expensive. I could tell they were taking a toll on my health.
Right.
So I just decided that enough is enough. I'm going to save myself a lot of money. And then my company had a smoking cessation program where they would pay $300.
Oh, nice.
If you quit. And so I signed up for it, laid them down.
Nice.
And I haven't touched them since.
So 04, I had tried to quit 2 or 3 times. Ashley hated that I smoked. And we kind of went back and forth. It caused some issues there at the beginning of our marriage. But finally, in 2004, there was a system that they kept advertising on television called Smoke Away. Uh-huh. Its logo was an eagle flying through the air. And 04, I'm kind of like you. I realized that this is expensive. 1, 2, it was definitely taking a toll on my health. I mean, waking up and shortness of breath and just not feeling well. And I decided I'm going to try something. And I bought that system. It was fairly expensive. I want to say it was like close to $60. But they had it at Walmart. So you just buy the box and it had everything in it. So the system itself was 2 weeks of these pills that you took 3 times a day. There was 4 pills that you took each time that you took these pills. And they were like the size of, I don't know.
A grapefruit.
Almost. A grapefruit probably would have been easier to take because these things also had sandpaper on the outside of them. They were rough. It was horrid. So you would take these 4 big horse pills.
Right.
3 times a day. And then if you had an urge to have a cigarette between these, they gave you this little bottle that came in like the little to-go Tylenol bottles that you can get like at the convenience store. They're about the size of a chapstick or
like
whatever.
A chapstick thing.
That had these tiny, tiny little lozenges that you'd place 1 or 2 under your tongue and it would kill the sensation, right? At the end of 2 weeks, I didn't want to touch a cigarette simply because my throat was so raw from taking those freaking pills, I couldn't have smoked. Dude, it worked. I'm telling you, it worked. That was the only one of those off of TV, see if it works things that actually did what it said it would do. Haven't wanted a cigarette since.
Nice.
It was nice.
Very nice.
So, and I feel a lot better. And I know that it's kind of that thing with, you hear people say, well, you drink beers, right? You go down to the bar and you buy a beer or 2, every time you go. Yeah. Well, that's $3 a piece. That's $6. If you do that every night for, eventually you could save up for a Ferrari.
Uh-huh.
And the guy says, well, do you drink? No. Well, where's your Ferrari type thing?
Right.
I can't say that I've saved money. I've not spent money on cigarettes. I've spent it elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leads me right straight into my next vice.
Oh, yeah?
Spending. Dude, I am a spender. Ashley is a saver, and thank God she is. I'm a spender. And I try my best to control it. And for the most part, I do. Most of the time. But I'm one of those people that if I see something, I'm like, that I either want or something that it would be useful and I need, I'm going to go ahead and get it. I'm not going to take money with me to the grave. So if I don't use it and enjoy it here and now, what good is it? That's my philosophy, and that's a terrible philosophy to have.
I think that's exactly right, in my opinion. You got to make sure you got enough to take care of eventualities, like things that might happen or whatever.
Right.
But as long as you've got the money, what's the point of having the money if it's just sitting there? If you aren't happy with it.
Right. And I mean, we've always got a little tucked back, you know.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way we are. But again, that's Ashley typically.
Right.
But it's like just today, I bought a matching pair of monitors because I'm so tired of going in, sitting down at my computer, and having one 21-inch monitor that is really nice and has great color and all this kind of stuff, and then the hand-me-down monitor that was like, I don't know even where it came from,
Right.
that has like I drag a picture over and all of the yellows turn green, and it's the color is just yuck on it, and I've tried to set it, and it's just ugh. So I'm like, screw this, I'm going to buy a set of matching monitors, and that's the way it's going to be. And realistically though, 2 monitors, 22 inches apiece, I only gave $119 for the 2.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
not
not bad at all. So it was one of those things where I found the deal. It's on Newegg. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and get this. So
right.
I don't know. The uncontrolled spending, though, is something that I have to get under control, especially considering we're getting ready to build this house, and I'm going to have to really, really, really budget everything that I do for the next 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's I'd say one of my other biggest vice is probably drinking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody drinks every once in a while. No, I mean, not everybody. Most people occasionally have a drink or what have you.
I love the taste of bourbon.
Yeah.
And occasionally we'll have, like this year, so 2018, I have had three times that I've sat down and had a glass of bourbon.
Nice.
In 2018. So that's been since, and one of them actually I don't guess would count as 2018 unless, because I didn't have anything after midnight over here that night.
It's New Year's. It's close enough.
New Year's, close enough, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's fine.
Right.
I had a problem for a while where I felt like things in my life were out of control. And I thought that if I looked hard enough in the bottom of that bottle, I might find an answer down in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I had to get all the stuff out of the way first.
Even if you didn't find an answer, it would numb you to the point that you didn't care.
Yeah, exactly. And, I just kept looking through bottle after bottle after bottle.
Nothing there, huh?
Didn't find any answers,
No.
But you never know. It could have been the next one.
Watched a movie the other night, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
I've heard of that.
Hadn't seen it in probably 10 years.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you should watch it. In that film, Paul Newman is an alcoholic.
Okay.
And one of the things that he talks about is the click in his head. I drink until I hear that click. And when I hear that click, I don't hear anything else. It's done. It's over with. I don't hear any of the bad things that are going on. And, through the whole film, that was his thing. He was constantly just downing. And just toward the end, I don't want to give anything away for anyone that hasn't seen it. He and his dad, which they're there because his dad is supposed to be dying. And they finally do make amends and kind of end up on the same page, and it all works out in the end. Really good film. It's one of those classics that I think everyone should watch.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so that click though, that kind of reminds me of the bottom of that bottle that you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, except I just didn't have the click. I just ran out. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm done for tonight.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But that's probably been my other biggest vice throughout the years. And I've had some problems with it in the past. It's caused me some grief.
Yeah.
Smoking, I don't think ever really caused, it impacted my health and whatnot, but I don't think it ever actually, other than just spending money on it, it never really actually caused me any real problems.
Right.
I don't feel. The alcohol, on the other hand, it has affected me negatively. I've had fights with people. I've been in arguments. I've never been in trouble.
You never got out and drank and drove and
and I've never started a bar fight or anything crazy like that. I don't think I've ever actually physically gotten in a fight with someone.
Right.
But I've been belligerent and abusive, yelling and screaming and cussing at people and that kind of thing.
Right.
Like, and getting in argument fights with people.
And that's one of those things, like you were talking about. If things were not necessarily going well in your life, so that was projecting.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the inhibitions going, and just all the negative stuff that I was in was just
coming out. Yeah.
And that caused me some issues with various people. And so now, honestly, I think the last time I had anything to drink was, no, I was going to say New Year's, but I just remembered, recently I had a little thing I went to for Patty's Day.
Right.
Some guys got together and we just hung out and talked and played some board games and just had a good night. And I had 2, Guinness.
Oh yeah.
Can stouts.
Yes. Yeah. The widget stouts.
The widget can stouts. Yeah. I had 2 of those for over the course of the night.
See though, that to me, that is not quote unquote drinking. That is is a social, drinking. That's not downing something. That's just because you're just downing stuff,
Oh, yeah, totally. But that's what I'm trying to say though, is like I have noticed that I had a problem, and I still probably would have a problem if I wasn't extremely vigilant.
Right.
So now
that's an easy one to slip back into as well.
Yeah. And now anytime I'm drinking, as weird as this sounds, if people are going to be around, I typically either won't drink, or I'll put a hard limit on myself, like 2 beers.
Yes.
And that's it.
Nothing wrong with that. That.
So now if I'm just going to get smashed, I make sure I'm going to be alone to do it.
That way, if you're going to cuss anything, it's just cussing the walls.
I get mad at myself and yell at my TV or something. Yeah, I'm not going to start.
You can always talk to your digital assistant. She'll laugh occasionally.
Yeah, creepily, eerily, and freak me out. But yeah, so I've worked to come through that one. I think that's probably the one that has had the worst impact on my life.
Right.
It's just like my quality of living and my social status and everything.
Right.
Like I think it's probably honestly has cost me some friends. It has affected like some of my relationships.
Right.
In various ways.
Okay.
So it has made a big difference in my life. And it's one of the things that I still like. The cigarette thing now to me is just a complete non-issue. I don't have the desire to smoke.
I mean, I worked at, for down there with my wonderful boss. I love him to death and would not have traded him for all of the gold in the world. Mr. Martin would easily put away 3 packs a day and 7 pots of coffee every single day. I mean, he was that guy that chain smoked, like 1 in each hand and then 1 burning in the ashtray just in case one went out. He was that guy. I can remember it being so foggy in that little scale house that you couldn't see from one end of it to the other. And even through all of that, I didn't want to smoke. I didn't need smoke. I was in the building with him, but just didn't want to.
You got that good contact buzz going.
Goodness gracious, dude. It was unreal sometimes, especially when you get him and like the 3 or 4 other guys that was in there, because they would come in winter maintenance at 20 degrees below zero.
Right.
And they would come in there to warm up and smoke. So, yeah, it sucked, but you know what? Anyway.
Yeah. But like we were saying though, I don't, other than costing me some money and probably having an effect on my health in the long run, I don't really see that one as like greatly impacting me in like my social life. The drinking, on the other hand, I think really has caused me some issues, and it's one of the things that I still have to focus on.
Right. And you actively have to control that vice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it is real easy, because especially if I start drinking, there gets a point where I don't have an off switch.
Yeah.
Like I'll just start pounding them back, and
that's that.
Yeah. I'm just gone after that. Like I don't have that ability to say, oh, okay, I'm feeling a bit tipsy. I've had enough.
Yeah.
No, there's not enough. It's enough when it's all gone. That's when it's enough.
Wow. Yeah.
So I just have to really pay attention on that still and make sure. And like like you were saying, I absolutely love the taste of bourbon.
Yes.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally,
Maybe
maybe some water.
Just a little. Okay.
Yeah.
On the side or in?
In. Just to kind of open it up a little bit.
Right.
Kind of changes the way it hits your palate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
like to do that with ice because it'll open it as it melts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it cools it.
Yep.
But I really, really just enjoy the flavor.
Right.
Of bourbon.
Well, it's such a complex flavor though.
Well,
you know, I mean, you've got the oakiness and you've got the smokiness and you've got you can taste all of the different like grains that go into it and the aging process and what has happened to that barrel. There's so many things that affect bourbon. Yeah. And it's just really good.
But now one of the things I've read a lot about it and stuff. And one of the things that really intrigued me was typically men typically will be bourbon drinkers.
Right.
Women typically do not prefer bourbon. Not saying all women don't or all men do, but on the generalized scale, women typically don't prefer bourbon because it's such a strong flavor.
Right.
And they have a better sense of smell and taste.
Oh.
So it kind of overpowers
the palate.
Well, yeah, a lot of the times they don't. It's kind of weird because they have the better sense. So you would think it would be the opposite, but a lot of times women aren't able to pick up on the finer individual notes of each thing, like what a male can,
right?
Because they're just hit with such strong,
bold flavor
that just overpowers everything. Where our senses are a little more dulled and muted, so the stronger notes don't necessarily override everything under it. It's kind of weird the way it works.
So it's kind of the opposite of the way we do with wine. To me, wine tastes like wine. It is grapey and fruity and
right.
And I know that there are a lot of very, 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 very subtle notes to wine.
Yeah,
but I don't typically pick them up.
I don't either.
It's either sweet or it's bitter or tart or it's dry or it's wet or it's. I mean, that's just it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like you say, a more refined palate or one that has that, I guess, that the senses that can detect those finer notes would probably enjoy it more, which is probably why most women drink more wine than guys do. Typically. That's just the way it is. I mean, I don't know.
It's intrigued me.
It does. Yeah, that's definitely an intriguing just whole avenue of thought.
Right. So now you said we're talking about vices, and I kind of get that. So, but a vice to me would have to imply, just I guess the connotation of the word would have to imply that it on the whole is a negative influence.
Okay.
I mean,
sort of, yes. Something that's limiting or that's controlling, right?
Or it is a problem in some way for you.
Okay.
I mean, that's the way I see it. I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I can see that.
Because you said one of your vices is splurging, spending money.
Uh-huh.
Well, to me, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm single now and whatever, but to me, that's more of like a reward.
Okay. Yeah.
So like if I've like for years here, I've been in not necessarily great financial shape.
Right.
So recently though, a lot of work, a lot of dedication. I've paid some things off. I've gotten a little more freedom in my budget. And so for me, like one of the things that I'm thinking is like a reward is doing things that I want to do with my money. Like buying some of this audio equipment that we're using right now to record the podcast. I've got some other stuff that I've gotten for myself.
And I got to say though, the headphone thing.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten into headphones. Maybe turning into a vice. I'm not sure.
But they are so nice. I do have to say.
Yeah.
I would have never been turned on to the ones that I'm wearing now had you not already had a pair and had them for a while, I guess. The Sennheisers. Yeah, you'd had them for a while. And dude, they sound so good.
Yeah, I love them. And I've got a couple of different pairs of Sennheisers. I've got the 598 closebacks, the 598 openbacks, the 650s. I've got the AKG 240s. I've got some Audio-Technica AD700s. I've got some Philips SHP 9500s.
So I've heard some of these good old boys from back in the country say, you know, if you ever walk into my house, you're no more than 3 steps away from a loaded gun.
Right.
Your house, you're never more than 3 steps away from a set of headphones.
Exactly. And they all have their purpose.
They do. And
each pair is special.
And they are specific to a certain audio profile and a certain sound that you're looking for.
Exactly.
Very true.
Like I've got a pair, the pair I'm wearing right now that I use for recording is closed back. They do an excellent job of sound isolation. So I don't hear anything going on outside around me. All I hear is my own voice coming back through the recording equipment.
Right.
It's great for this.
Yeah.
I've got another set that I use for mixing.
Yeah.
That's partially closed, partially open, because the fully closed backs cause some issues where you get enhanced or sibilance sometimes, and you get too much bass in the headphone. So if you're doing a mix, you'll
pull bass
out.
You'll
pull the bass out that you don't need to pull out because it sounds louder to you than it actually is. But you don't want to fully open back because they're a little anemic in the bass sometimes.
Okay.
So you'll overdrive the bass when you're trying to set your mix.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You've got them. They're specific.
They all have their own unique. But it's one of those things that I find, like, you know, I've been really good for a long time. I'm going to get a treat. Right. I'm going to get a new pair of headphones or a new whatever it is. And so for me, that's kind of my reward system.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, like you say, when you have the vice, that's one side. You've got to have the reward as well. You got to have those little things that are just pampering, or things that just kind of give you that. Yeah. Okay, this is for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And one that I have that could fall into both categories. I'm a foodie, dude. I love to eat. Yeah, I know you couldn't ever tell by looking at me, but I can put it away. You know.
I wouldn't have guessed.
And my problem is I like my own cooking, so I can't even get away from it, you know?
Well, I am lucky in that my cooking is pretty terrible, so I don't have to worry about that.
I've had your cooking. It's not bad. But yeah, that's one of those things where, like I said, it can be a vice for me, but it also is one of my little rewards. Like last night I made seafood Alfredo. I was like, hey, you know what? I think I want this. I had been really good throughout the week. We'd ate at the house. We just kind of, you know, everything was, and I was like, I'm going to go and splurge a little bit, get the stuff and make Alfredo sauce, you know? So that's my thing. I am a foodie for sure. And like I say, it couldn't be bad. It can be bad because, you know, I guess if you overeat all the time, definitely can be, I mean, that's even worse for you, I think, than the cigarettes are. It's going to take you out. If nothing else, I mean, you're going to end up with a heart attack or something, but yeah, I love to eat. God, I love to eat.
I totally agree. And I love your cooking too.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You are pretty amazing at it. So that's so what, and see, maybe I think this kind of ties into it too. Like you're saying, where it there's that tipping point,
right?
When maybe this could
become a vice.
What's like, and I think maybe part of it is availability.
Right. I can see that.
So like where you like food.
I do.
Food is everywhere.
It's everywhere. It could become a vice really, 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 really easily.
Right. Exactly.
I really have to actively control myself and say, okay, this is not gonna, I'm gonna eat this and not buy the 22 ounce bone-in ribeye with sweet potato with loaded up and
right. You know, or like when you open the thing of like Oreos and it's like serving size 2 cookies.
No.
I'm like, no. Serving size is 2 rows.
Is at least one.
Yeah. Bare minimum 1 row.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 rows is what you're going to eat. Nobody sits down and eats 2 damn Oreos.
I have tried to start looking at that whole serving size thing. Sometimes I laugh.
Right. Yeah. It's like serving size, half a Snickers bar. Really? Who the hell opens a Snickers and eats half of it? Come on.
If that were true, they should sell it in little pieces this big, right?
Exactly. Individually wrapped.
Individually wrapped.
Yeah. Because you're going to feel bad if you open it and leave it open and the other one's just sitting in there all lonely. Its buddy just got eaten. I mean, come on.
Oh, goodness.
So I think something like that. And it's like the alcohol. And I'm not talking about wet, dry. Because when I was drinking, there was no liquor here.
No,
there was no beer here.
This place has become wet just recently. So.
I had to drive an hour or better.
Yeah, typically Richmond or Lexington or whatever,
or Tennessee.
Right? Yeah,
to get beer. I wanted beer. You can't get liquor in Tennessee right across. Well, you can now.
You can now.
At the time, you could. But if you just wanted some beer, you could just hit across the state line down here in Tennessee. You get beer. You wanted liquor, you go up to Richmond.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but an hour drive, that ain't no big deal. But something like, okay, like we were talking about my headphones,
right?
Like I like those are treats for me. I get that new experience but it's a hard get. Like I can't just go to Walmart and buy a new pair of headphones that I'm looking at.
Right. They're not everywhere the way food is.
Yeah. And
so you actively have to go after this.
Right. And the price is a bit prohibitive.
True.
On some of these. Like I'm looking at another set of headphones. I know you're going to.
No, what? You are?
Yeah. And yeah, they're
fairly
pricey.
Expensive.
Yeah. They're pricey. They're let's put it this way. They're more expensive than an Xbox One X.
Wow. You know, I looked at some as well whenever I was looking at the ones I'm wearing. Completely caught me off guard. But some of these with the what they call planar magnets and stuff like that.
Planar magnets. Yeah.
Oh my Lord!
Now you can get a good set of planar magnet headphones. Hi-Fi Man makes a good set. They're expensive, but for planar magnet headphones, they're not bad.
Under $1,000.
Oh yeah. They're like you can catch them on sale for $300 to $400.
That's not bad because the ones I was looking at were upward like $1,600, $1,800, even up to $2,600.
So
they were
I'm going to guess
way up
the ones
there.
that were way up there, I'm going to guess were Audis or
honestly, I couldn't remember.
Okay.
This was before Christmas that I was looking. So
anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they were way up there.
Audis has got a couple of headphones that are in the like $2,500 to $3,000.
That is crazy, isn't it? Insane.
That's a bit insane.
Yeah, I mean I
enjoy, but I'm not going to pay car money for a pair of headphones.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, not at all. So what are some of the other little things that you treat yourself with? I mean, the spending a little bit here and there, headphones, audio equipment, just the little things here and there that you buy. So what else? What is there anything else that you can say that this is something that I treat myself with?
There are things I do that I enjoy, but I don't. So like with the headphones, I don't just buy headphones when I want to buy headphones. Right. It's something that I make myself feel like I need to have earned.
Okay.
So I don't just go blow money on headphones when I want a new pair.
Right.
Like it has to be like, I feel like, I have done X. I deserve a little something.
Yeah. That's not, that is truly a reward system.
But that's kind of about really it is just that right now. I go through phases though.
Yeah.
So like a couple of years ago, it was camera gear.
The bicycle stuff there for a while was, and I know that was something you were using like crazy, but
right.
But the next piece and the next piece and the next piece to finally get it to where you wanted it.
And I've got my stuff set now. I am so looking forward to the weather stabilizing at a reasonable temperature so that I can go ride my bicycle again.
Right.
I didn't really ride much the last couple of years. Just I've been having problems.
Well, you've been inside a lot. Even when you get home off work or you were off work, you kind of just hung out here.
Yeah. Well, I've had issues. Like I've had some financials problems. I've had some emotional and mental problems that I've been working through that just really brought me down. I didn't really feel, it's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go be around the bicycles and the people and the riding. And I just want to stay home and feel miserable and sorry for myself and all that. But this year, I'm actually really excited and really looking forward to getting back out on the bike.
Good.
I feel like I'm in a better place emotionally.
And you're going to get there
mentally,
physically because you're going to be on the bicycle.
Exactly. And now it's pretty much just, I don't think I'm like this huge, morbidly obese whale of a guy.
Not at all.
But I don't feel as good as I did.
Right.
When I was in better shape.
Right.
And it's not that I'm knocking on anybody else for their lifestyle choices. Whatever makes you happy, man, you do it.
That's right.
That's fine. But for me, I know I felt a lot better when I was out exercising regularly.
Right. Right.
So, I'm actually just genuinely excited. I don't really see that. I think that is kind of maybe a little bit of the work and the reward.
Yes.
So I don't really view it as just, I enjoy doing it, but I don't view it as just a reward for myself.
Okay.
I feel like that in itself is the work and the reward.
Okay.
Is to go out and push my body and get stronger and better and faster.
It's a built-in reward in that, in that work.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. But really right now, my only reward system is just to set a thing. And, when I achieve this goal, then I'm going to get that thing.
Right.
And so right now, mostly it's just things.
Yes.
So I will decide, like right now, I think I'm pretty much locked on a certain pair of headphones.
Okay.
That I'm like, when I get to my next goal,
that's my reward.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. I do little things. One of the things that I really enjoy as far as just like a reward, and this is just occasionally, I haven't been actually since school started. So I guess it would have been last summer that I went and had this done, but I really, really, really enjoy a straight razor shave. Little thing, we're talking total cost is $15, but that 30 to 45 minutes sitting in the chair and just all of the process that goes into it,
right?
The hot towels, the lather, the all of the elixirs and the things that are used, dude. It is one of the most relaxing things on the planet. Nice. And the last time I went, my barber here in town, he had bought one of the old, it's this machine that goes on your fingers, and it's got the off center wheel, basically like a vibration thing.
A massager.
Yeah, and he goes like around your neck and across your shoulders with that thing. Right. Dude, that's the way he finishes up. It is unbelievable.
Nice.
And I, if you don't mind, I'll plug him.
I don't care.
Brian's Barbershop over off of Oak Hill. The guy's name is Larry Buchanan. If you want to go to his website, it's theopenbladebarber.com. Amazing. Book with him. He will treat you like royalty. And when you walk in, don't be put off by the way he looks. Imagine the prospector from the old Rudolph, like claymation,
Yeah,
he's got the whole beard like down to his like chest going on. He's amazing. Awesome guy. But yeah, that's one of my little treats. I mean, there's never a time that I go in there that he doesn't, I don't walk out without giving him at least a $10 tip. He's just that good.
And something like that for all the guys out there that you don't understand your woman wanting to go do the spa and all this stuff. Go do something like this one time.
You'll be sold on it.
And you will fully understand why they want that experience.
Yep. I don't know. I've given out gift cards to him like a few times to various people.
I got one.
Yeah, you got one. Did you finally use it yet? You need to go and book something with him, dude. He's amazing. Now, of course, I'm slick on top as well. So, I mean, I don't have any hair at all. And to get a shave and a haircut, and that's what he considers that, it's $25. And, dude, is
it 2 bits?
It's 2 bits. Shave and haircut, 2 bits. But yeah, and I've only had him, I think, do the shave on my head maybe twice. But Dude, it's amazing. That's definitely one of my little treats for sure. And
I will have to check it out.
Typically have to book him a few weeks in advance because he stays booked.
Well, and that's one of my problems. It's one of the reasons I haven't gone to see him.
Right.
There's a couple. One is my own issues.
Yeah.
Like going to a barbershop. If he's that booked up that there's going to be people there waiting. And so I get a little nervous in confined places with a lot of people. So that's one. And another reason is because you have to book it in advance. And my job never really allows me the opportunity to make plans.
Vacation, the week you're on vacation. That's when you should. That's when you should do it.
Okay, I can do that.
And if you want me to go with you, so you've got someone to chill out and talk to while you're waiting or whatever, just let me know when you're going to book, and we'll book 2 back to back.
Okay, I can do that. But those are my own personal issues. That's the reasons why I haven't used the card yet.
Yeah,
not because dude, it sounds like so amazing, and I would really like to do it, but I'm nervous about being around the people, and then with work. Like I never know if I'm going to be a 4-hour day or an 18-hour day, or if I'm going to get called in on my day off.
I understand.
So it's just hard for me to book, and especially something like that, because if I didn't book the time, somebody else would have.
Dude, he gets calls though every day. I mean, we're talking if you decided to book and couldn't show up, you could simply just be like, "Hey, I can't show up," and he would fill that slot. There's no doubt in my mind.
I know he could, but I just feel bad doing it.
Yeah.
Because it's like if I go to a doctor's office or something and I'll make my appointment for 10 and then I sit there until noon before they call me back, I feel disrespected.
Right.
And right. I don't want to.
If time is money, send them a bill, right?
Exactly. And I don't want to go book somebody else's time and tell him, oh yeah, I'm going to be here and you're going to have money. And then I cancel. Right. And then he's got to try to find, somebody to take that spot so he's not losing money. And I just don't want to do that to somebody.
Right.
So it's a bit of both. And also a bit of me just having anxiety issues.
Again, whenever you're ready to go, just let me know. Once you go once, that all of that anxiety will go away and you'll be like, oh, dude, that was some good stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, and my other problem is the haircut.
Yeah.
Because I want to get a haircut.
Yeah. Well, he's got all kinds of stuff to look at. Like if he's a Suavecito dealer, which is like the old 50s like pomade type stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like they have got like he even does like the aristocrat and the Duke and stuff. I mean, yes, like he can do that kind of stuff. He's good. I'm just gonna say he's good.
Yeah. Well, my problem isn't with his ability. My problem is with me being able to decide
what do you want to do?
Because I'm
take high and tie, whatever you want to do with it.
I'm one of those people that when I target overload or choice paralysis, whatever you want to call it. Like if you give me too many options, I just freeze.
Yeah.
Like I can't decide what do I do this, do that, do the other thing, the top one, the bottom one. Like I went to Walmart one time.
You have problems with buffets, don't you?
Yes. like I was in Walmart one time and I distinctly remember because I was made fun of for it. I just wanted to buy some tuna.
Oh, dude, the tuna shelf is a tough one to work through now. Let me tell you.
Like I just like
white albacore. Do you want it in oil? Do you want it out of oil? Do you want it with hot sauce in it? Do you want it with mustard in it? Do you want it smoky tuna? Do you not want it? Do you want it non-GMO? Do you want
exactly? I was like, I just want flipping tuna,
can or pouch or
give me a can of tuna. Just like when I was a kid going to the store, there was tuna. In a can. That was it.
You bought Sunkissed or you bought Chicken of the Sea. Period.
Yeah. And now there's like 14 different brands that's in oil, it's in water, it's albacore, it's white chunk, it's this, it's that, it's the other thing. And I'm like, I just want the tuna. Just, where's the just tuna? Is there a just tuna? That's what I want.
Yeah.
And so that's other issues that I have. But
So yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's one of my little things though. Straight razor shave, dude. Awesome.
I'll have to try it out. And thank you for the gift card. And I will put it to use. I didn't throw it away. I've still got it.
Good.
I just
good. And it's good until you decide to use it. I mean, right. They don't expire there. Okay. So
good.
So there are a few other little things that I do, but for the most part, I'm with you. For you, it's headphones. I'm that way with musical equipment. I can't really walk into a Guitar Center. I haven't been in a Guitar Center in years, or it feels like a couple of years, simply because if I do, I'm going to buy something and it's going to be expensive. So I just stay away from that place.
Right.
But yeah, that little things though. And again, when you start thinking about those things that are rewards, I'm like you. I want to do something to earn that reward, even if it's just something that I'm doing, a goal I've set for myself. So,
right. Yeah. Right. And what you're talking about food, like I do that on occasion as well.
Right.
Like when I was working out regularly, like I would be like, okay, I'm going to go do this century ride.
Right.
And then I'm going to go get me a chop house steak.
Yeah.
Chop
house steaks.
Yeah. Nothing. It's not like a huge thing.
I haven't been to the chop house in a long time. I really need to go get some of that queso, the cheese dip.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. If nothing else, just swing by and just get that.
Yeah. There's one in Lexington.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me.
But yeah, so there are those things, but yeah. For me, for that, it's like, okay, I did this ride, I get this treat.
Yes.
Accomplish this financial goal.
Yeah.
I'll be a little silly with some money and get this thing.
Yeah.
So that's my process on those.
And that's a good process to have on those. So have you heard anything in the news or read anything that just stood out to you over the last week or two? I mean, there's been some crazy things going on, specifically in our news. I just want to touch base really, 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 really quickly on yesterday, the March for Our Lives. 800,000 in DC. Oh my goodness. This whole gun control thing, it's blowing up. And I love to see that the voice of this movement is the kids. That's amazing. The adults have started joining in. And this is one of those things where it's really, really resonant of like Selma and, the civil rights movement. It's kids that were doing that. I mean, we're talking like, so I hope it continues with the momentum to move in the correct direction. I hope it doesn't go crazy and go off the rails and do that somebody does something stupid like, anyway, without getting political about it.
Yeah.
I just hope that the momentum moves the conversation in a direction that is productive. So, but aside from that, is there anything else that's happened in the news that you've found either interesting or I don't know, anything that's out there?
I mean, of course, there's always things I see that catch my eye. I'm with you though. The march and the people, I think that this kind of thing is the best type of scenario for our system.
Right.
When you can get a large group of people moving in a single cause.
Yes.
And despite a topic that I want to talk about, that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, I think this is one of the best case use scenarios for our current social media platforms.
True.
Is to organize and share ideas. And I mean, that's like the one saving grace of Twitter was the Arab Spring or whatever they called it.
Arab Spring, yeah.
Yeah. And so for people to use that to kind of, and I'm sure, I don't know anything really specifically about it, but I'm sure that they use those kinds of things to organize the March for Our Lives.
Absolutely.
And get the people and the support. But I think it's amazing that people are coming together. I can just only hope that the voice of the people, and I don't want to be horribly political, but it's just my own pessimism, but I hope that the voice of the people can outweigh the money of the lobbies.
Yes. It doesn't fall on deaf ears or, like you say, be buffered by the stacks of cash.
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
That's my only, that's what I hope. Because there's a very, very obvious difference between what the people of the country want and what the companies of the country want.
Very true. Very true.
So I hope that our politicians realize this is not just 20 kids from Florida.
800,000. Dude,
exactly.
That is a number. That is an awesome number. And that was DC. They had marches in every major city across the United States. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands. That is unbelievable. I love it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I like it whenever a people come together like that under unifying positive change or positive force. That is amazing. And from that yesterday, one of the things that they were saying on multiple news outlets was they were talking about the purity of this movement, that it didn't go off the rails yesterday. There was no one out there that was exploiting this topic. There was no one that was out there saying crazy things, far left, far right, anything like that. They were saying, there's a problem. We need to fix it. Help us. And it was a plea to our political leaders. It was, we need you to step up to the plate. It wasn't that we want these crazy, crazy things. Yeah. So I think that, that is something to be said. A really, really, really amazing movement.
Yeah, totally is. And I mean, we talked about it an episode or two ago. Somebody needs to do something.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, let that be somebody smarter than me to decide.
More than my little pea brain can come up with, but there are greater thinkers out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Put that brain to use.
Yeah.
Do you know what that just made me think of?
What's that?
Greater thinkers out there. We lost one of the greatest just a few days ago.
I had almost forgotten. Yeah. I made a post on Facebook.
You did.
On our Facebook page. Yeah.
One of the greatest thinkers of our time.
Yeah. Stephen Hawking.
He's now among the stars. I mean, that's all you can really say.
Yeah. And his remains will be interred next to the likes of, holy smokes, I just blanked. I saw
Newton.
The names in there. Yeah, Isaac Newton.
Yeah. He's going to be at, was it Westminster Abbey? Is that right?
I don't remember.
I think that's where he's going to be interred.
Yeah.
I saw, we watch this thing on KET every week, on every Friday. It's called News Quiz.
Right.
It's free to the public. Anybody that wants to watch it can. And I always download it for my kids. As a teacher, you're allowed to you can download it, and they give you like a little quiz, 10-question quiz to go along with it. And it's always current topics. So this Friday they had, Stephen Hawking on there. They had showed, some things. And one of the videos that they had was him getting to experience weightlessness. They put him on the vomit comet. And he actually got to experience weightlessness, and just the look on his face during that experience was, I mean, it made my heart warm and smile. It was amazing.
Yeah. And I mean, come on, the guy, it was just astounding. First off, his mind transcended everything.
Yes.
Transcended his physical limitations and anything else.
Him beating the odds. I mean, when he was diagnosed,
he was given like 2 years max.
2 to 4, I think, wasn't it? 2 to 4 years or something like that. And that was it.
Yeah. And he lived for like another 50 years.
Yeah. 2 years, is normal. 4 years if you're exceptional. Yeah.
And he made it 50 something.
Yes.
So, I mean, it was amazing. Yeah. And the guy had just an amazing sense of humor.
He did. To be in the situation that he was in, and to be limited to what he was physically limited to, he still would make people laugh so much.
Yeah. Like, I mean, his running gag was, "Can you hear me?" That, like, every time he went to speak anywhere, that was the first thing he said.
Oh my goodness. Can you hear me?
The first thing he said.
It was not him.
Yeah,
it was the voice.
His little.
Did you know that he had the option of changing that multiple times? Like and every time that they would come and say, "Okay, now we've got this new technology where we can change this and make it sound more human-like and all this kind of stuff," he said, "No, this is my voice."
Yep.
And he would choose that robotic voice because that was his voice.
That's what people associated with him.
It's very distinct. Yes, it is him. Yeah.
But I mean, there were times I heard stories or read stories. Not firsthand stories, but I read where people were talking like a technician came in to work on his wheelchair or some of the mechanics that he used for speaking.
Right.
and they were doing something on the back of the wheelchair, and he started like,
oh no,
while they were working on it. The poor guy like freaked out because he thought he like unplugged something critical.
Oh my goodness.
And he was just joking around with the guy. So, but yeah, unfortunately,
he did have a sense of humor, though. I mean, you're a real, like, genuine sense of humor, and
and some of the stuff he did, like he threw a party for time travelers,
right,
and then announced it in the paper a week later.
That's pretty good.
Nobody showed up.
No one showed up.
So, I mean, it just the stuff the guy came up with, his theories about black holes and
quantum physics, all of that stuff.
Insane.
Yeah. Insane. So, yeah, we did lose a great mind.
Yeah,
Unfortunately. But, if you're listening out there, Stephen, keep the sense of humor.
Yeah.
Keep us laughing. Your voice will live on. Trust us.
Indeed. And he challenged the world on a lot of things.
He really did. He was not afraid to go up against the established, theories and the way people thought. He was one of those guys that said, you know what? No, I think you're wrong. Yeah. And would back up with
he's like one of the guys that was backing Elon Musk.
Yeah.
They're like, we have to get off this planet.
Yeah.
Dude. Just various things. I mean, yeah. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Really good guy. Brought up a lot of change in the world for a positive direction.
Absolutely.
And he will be missed in the scientific community. Specifically, I'm sure.
But I mean, just in the global community, though, someone that rolled the dice and got what he got and beat the odds so many times.
Yeah. Well, and I think one of the things like Neil deGrasse Tyson, is an excellent scientist, but in my opinion, Neil deGrasse Tyson, his best quality is his ability to take those highly abstract, weird, bizarre physics things that they're working on, like the quarks and the quantum particles and all this crap, and explain it in a way that a normal guy, girl can get it.
Right.
And I think Stephen Hawking was very similar in that. Like his book, A Brief History of Time, was one of the first books that, I mean, it was a scientific paper, but it was a best-selling book
because people could read it.
Yeah,
and understand. No, I'm not saying understand it. People could read it,
right?
And they could at least get the concepts.
Yeah. He still got technical,
right?
He got jargony and technical, but it was on more of a level that a normal person could understand too. And I think that's one of his biggest strengths, was being able to explain things in a more simplified way.
We've shared our vices.
Yeah.
I feel like that this episode was a little bit of a reward. I really do.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to say, man, anytime you come over and hang out, I feel is a reward.
You know what? This is my reward. Like every couple of weeks, getting to just kind of break away from everything and come over and sit around, hang out with my best bud, talk for a while. It is a reward in itself. So, yes.
Well, thank you.
So, on that note, if you want to look us up, facebook.com/Two Minds Podcast, you can find us there.
Yeah. If you haven't deleted Facebook yet, you can find us there. If you did, we're still on Twitter, though. You can hit us up on the Twitter @Two Minds Podcast.
Shoot us an email, Gmail, twomindspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, that works, I think. Nobody's ever sent us an email, but I'm pretty sure it works.
Somebody just send us something random just so we can test this thing, okay? Or you can find us on Podbean, twominds.podbean.com, along with all of our past episodes and all of our future episodes. They will be posted there as well.
That's where we're going to be. And find us in your favorite podcasting app.
I think we're in pretty much most of them. I think all of them for the most part.
For the most part, except for Spotify.
Yeah, well,
But
that's
you got to be really special to get in Spotify.
Yeah.
And I'm not really special.
We're not that special yet.
No.
So, but anyway, so there are some weird things though that have gone on in like I don't know, the news and there's some crazy things that have gone on with some of these other stories. We need to talk about some of those maybe over the next couple of times.
Yeah, you're right. And, well, we need to talk about that. And I think it would be really cool to go back and hit some updates on some of the stuff we talked about.
I think that would be a cool thing.